The worst thing that can happen to somebody who used to be famous is that nobody give a shit about them anymore. Alright, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We shall continue with the main story quest. And I've been looking at some Amaranth drama recently. You know? Alright, let's keep going with our quest. And then we'll talk about the Amaranth drama. Normally I don't care for drama, but hey. Ketero makes firewater. Good firewater. You take to Beccaroon. Go firewater for Bascaroon. Tell Bascaroon, no drink now. Tell for 1 year. 1 year make best flavor. Ketero hope Bascaroon happy. Ketero gave Bascaroon thankies. Many thankies. You tell Bascaroon. Ketero make big shop someday. Biggest shop in Eorzea. Make many sparklies. All thanks to good Bascaroon. Very well. There's some big ass things, but apparently you need a party or something to kill it, so I'm not gonna bother. And what we'll do is we'll see if we can actually teleport back. Okay, boom, there we go. So I was looking at livestream fail subreddit. I'm sure you've all been there. Sometimes it's good to look at those and just to laugh at people who are doing dumb things on stream. But so a lot of times I don't understand what is going on either, because apparently there's a lot of backstory to all of these dumb things people do. But for whatever reason, Amaranth popped up. Because, you know, everybody knows who Amaranth is. If you don't, you're lying to yourself. Or you're lying to us. Doesn't really matter. But what I know about Amaranth is, obviously, she is a very famous streamer. And she makes a lot of money. And I remember she was on Caleb Hammer once. And she was talking about how much money she made. She's made like $50 million or something like that. Or at least that. Since she was on like 2 years ago or a year ago. So I'm sure she's made more money now. And there was some stream drama thing with her and her ex-husband or now husband, and they're still living together on the same property. And there was like a gunfight or something, and her ex-husband saved her life or some shit because he shot the intruders or something. It's some weird thing. I have no idea what the drama is, but they don't seem happy. That's the main thing. Ah, you've returned. Thank you for seeing the thrones belonging to him. What is this, for me? Yeah, firewater. There you go. Chichin, firewater? So he remembers my fondness for the drink, does he? Why, that old here. Oh, bloody hells. Who's cutting onions back here? He says, shall it for a year, does he? Aye, that sounds about right. I hate to have to wait, but I reckon it'll be worth it. This stuff has an aroma and body unlike any other drink I know. It's going to be a long year. That said, you come back then, friend. We'll see if we can make it through this bottle together. I doubt it. I'll probably just die. Being Asian, I can't actually drink, so... Alright, let's put the new gloves on. While we were offline, I've been doing a couple things as well. Been doing a few quests here and there, but I didn't do any main story stuff because I didn't want to do the stories without recording them, and I want to make sure we're still here, we're doing all this stuff together. Let's see how far we can go with the free account before we have to pay. Pascaron has truthers. He'd have an adventure with whom to share this talk of sylphs. The sylphs, what I'm talking about. There was word while you were away. Sylphs were seen in the woods, but near no land of their own. No, this was a place near to here, a place we've never known a sylph to come. Something must have given them cause to venture this far, more than like the missing sylphs' elders among them. Here, I marked the tract where they were sighted on your map. Go see if there's anything to be seen. Okay. Yeah, well, their elders missing, so I'm guessing they're gonna be wanting to find their elder. Where is it? Oh, so these are the couple things we need to take a look at. Okay, let's do that. But anyway, so looking at Amaranth and seeing how the whole drama with her and her ex-husband, is her ex-husband or now husband? I don't know. How the whole drama turned out. And I realized something. If there's anybody who has enough money to never have to worry about anything, it would be her. And it's not like she really worked hard for that stuff either. I mean, she worked hard, right? But she's young, and she's had that money since she was young, and she exploded kind of on the internet and really made her money very quickly. And usually, that's tend not to be a good thing. right? People think having a lot of money is a really good thing, but coming into such wealth all of a sudden. But then she wasn't poor before, right? Because she was talking about how she owned a gas station or multiple gas stations before she got famous on the internet. So she didn't really need the money. But it seems like either she was married before the whole drama, right? Oh, there's something I need to kill. Right? So she was famous even before the drama. Or before she got famous on the internet. No, what did I say? I said she's rich before she got famous on the internet, right? And then she just made more money, and it seems like, I don't know what she was like before, but it sure seems like she's miserable right now, at least on the internet, when they're doing the streams. And they were talking, I was watching a video about their drama, and they were saying, oh, turn the stream off, turn the stream off. The guy was saying that. And yet when he was left with the stream alone, he never bothered turning it off. So they must like the attention in some way. And it's just, it looks like, to me, it feels a little bit like a masochistic kind of thing. And obviously they enjoy the drama, otherwise they wouldn't be doing it. And also, it seems like they want to have the drama. They want to be involved in drama. So that way they can still be relevant. So they can still be somewhat famous, or at least people care about them. And the worst thing that can happen to somebody who used to be famous is that nobody give a shit about them anymore, right? And it's like, hey, you used to be a big deal, and in their own heads, they always thought themselves as a big deal, but yet time has passed them by and nobody gave a shit about them anymore. And that's like the worst thing, worse than death to somebody who is self-involved, who think of themselves as a pretty big deal. And it just felt like they wanted to be something again. They wanted to be famous again or something. I don't know. But it's like, to me, it feels a little weird where they have so much money. They could just disappear and live the best life. They can just travel for the rest of their life. Never have to worry about money ever. And never have to work ever. And that just didn't make sense to me where... Why not just do that? Maybe that's the difference between like a normal person and somebody who's needs validation from the internet. It's part of their psyche where they're not complete if they don't have validation, especially from the internet. But then again, validation from the internet, is it actual validation? Is it actually good validation? I don't know, but that part seems not to be part of the equation, but they just want that. They crave that attention. They crave that, I don't know, relevance, I guess would be the word. So the entire thing just looks really strange. And when I'm watching it, it's like, is this a performance? Is this real? Do you want to be in that situation? And if you don't, is there no way you can remove yourself from such situations? You have all the resources in the world. So was there aught to be found in the woods? What did you come to? Guardians? Is this part of the 12 woods? For sylphs, now guardians, and all in the same place. It cannot be mere coincidence. May the guardians be falling into sylphs, tracking them or giving them chase, perhaps? But no, not this far into the forest. The wailer spires are everywhere. The Imperials would have never have stolen past them all. How in the bloody hells could they? Unless someone guided them through. Someone who knew the spires stand, and when the whalers watch, a Gradanian traitor. Oh my goodness, a traitor? Yeah, none of these pants are any good. I'm just gonna take the money. What's the deal with the traitor? Who's the traitor? Oh, cutscene. Cutscenes are great, but I wish more of stuff in Final Fantasy XIV is voice acted. Maybe in the later chapters they will be later expansions, but in these ones I wish they were voice acted. Oh, and notice the shadow's incomplete because there's only one thin layer of geometry, and there's probably something wrong with the normals where they couldn't calculate the shadows. Yeah, I was reminded of Elder Scrolls Online, where every single dialogue is voice acted, and no matter how big or small. Anyway, I'm glad you've come, friend. Something I want to talk to you about. You know, I said I thought we might have a traitor in our midst. Someone was aiding the Guardians. Well, I think I may have identified our suspect. There's a regular of mine who used to dine on thin soup and sips his pint on account of not being able to afford another. But of late, he's taken to ordering my best wines and finest cuts of meat I can lay my hands on. This is actually interesting. This is something else I was talking about, where if you all of a sudden get rich and you're spending like your royalty now, people take notice, right? That's what this is about. And, you know, we can talk about that topic another day. But, you know, people notice when your behavior change. And they may or may not be for good. Were he a merchant, I'd probably think nothing of it. But this lad's a wood whaler. Oh, shit. We got like a cipher situation here. And wood whalers don't earn that kind of coin. By chance, I was musing on where the money would come from, and you first told me about the Guardians in the forest, and I couldn't help but putting the two and two together. Suffice to say, if a whaler's working for the Empire, none of us is safe. The lad I'm talking about goes by the name of Laurentius. Last I heard, he was in the South Shroud. Find him, Marina. And if he is up to no good, put an end to it. And him, if it comes to that. Okay, alright, let's do it. Oh man, there's so many quests to do. I've been doing some the smaller quests offline. Yeah. Okay, let's go find the Laurentians. Where would you be? Oh, there he is. That's easy to find. You're not even trying to hide. Can you not see I'm on patrol? Be gone! If you have business with the whalers, take it to the barracks. Oh shit. Should we just track him? Follow him? Is that the deal? I think it is. Let's see, where did he go? Oh, he's over there. What is that? What is that? Bunch of supplies. What is this? Oh, you know what? Maybe he's just stealing the Guardian supplies and selling them to make money. Not long now. Do you think patrol routes and rations will fetch such a price? No more than I deserve, though. Tis little wonder the Emperor has risen to such heights. If only the whalers paid men their worth. What did you? How long have you? Help! Please come quick, my friends. It is I, Laurentius. I'm under attack. What a little bitch. Is that the best you can do? Little bitch. Is that it? That's all you got? Come on. Not enough, bro. I need more. I need a bigger dude. Uh-oh, he's dead, dude. What are you gonna say now? Little bitch. How did you just... I don't know that. I was on patrol. He disappeared. You were working for the Guardians. Oh, of course, projection. Projection, of course. Typical. You're the one. It's not me. Couldn't possibly be me, right? It's you who's working with the Guardians. You're getting all the good food. You're getting all the nice wine. It's not me. I would never do something like that. Oh god, it's so annoying. So annoying. Ah! What the hell? Dude! Man, do I have to kill you now? Fine. Jesus. Yeah, I was just saying, like, if I had that kind of money, I'd probably just retire. You know, I'm worth money. $50 plus million. And remember, I didn't really watch that episode on Caleb Hammer. I watched a few minutes of it, and it just felt like watching two people talk about how rich they are. I was like, oh, look how rich we are. Oh, look, you're making millions from YouTube. Me too. Perfect. Yeah, let's talk about it. This is great. You know, I couldn't watch it after that. And I remember she was talking about wanting to buy more gas stations. I was like, yeah, I'll just buy a couple more gas stations and retire. And that's what she said like 2 years ago. I guess it gotta be that. Right. Laurentius, you little bitch. Where are you gonna go now, What are you gonna do now? Oh, we're doing like a fate or something. Or a duty. Right. Dungeons. Are duties dungeons? How long do you mean to keep this up? What is it you imagine I've done? Enough. Enough, I say. Of course. Keep on doing that. It's over then. I sold maps and rations to an empire. It was I meant no harm. I only wanted the coin. The whalers are good, strong. I was proud to join the ranks. I'm proud. But they do not provide. They preach justice, honor, duty, but in the end, it is those money. It is those with money who do as they will, who live as they will. Again, talking about money, right? Amaranth could live the way she wanted, but yet she's on the internet talking all about drama, right? So I thought an opportunity to change my fortune and took it. All I've done for money, endangering myself, my home, everything, and everyone I love. Why? Why my actions have put your life in danger too? Is he? Oh, a little bitch. Okay. You won't care. He doesn't care. Though you do not yet realize how much. Bloody idiot. Did you imagine that you had cornered me? It is not I who is cornered. Guardians, we brought the elegant bitch. Wow. Only 3 of them? You're gonna need more. Permit me a question, if you will. Are all adventurers so deluded as to believe they can challenge the power of the Garlemald? What is the Garlemald? You would need a veritable mountain of guilt to fund such an endeavor, such as the cause of fighting great power, or of making it, or of remaking it, as we will Gardenia. Sorry. So that's the way of it. Swapped your hard bunk at the barracks for a leather bed in the Garlemald, yeah? Did you? You there, Ellison, you stand here at Old Biscuit's wish, no? Then you don't stand alone. Yeah, we got friends. What is... You've got a cutting board for a shield, yeah? You mean to stand against the might of the Empire with this rabble of what? Your eyes betray your words, coward. You know full well the whalers are good, whatever. I don't know. What did you say? I get the gist of it. The gist is that the whalers are good, yeah? The whalers are strong. A strong and independent group of people. Oh, he's strong too. Okay, I'll just stand here and beat on him. What? More of them? Little bitch. You dead, bitch. Actually, I need to rearrange the skill bars, yeah? I don't think this is very efficient. Oh, now I got 2. Oh my god. Oh, that's our good people. No, my goodness. That's so cool. Love it when people show up. You know, it's not quite like that scene from Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, but it's always nice to see people show up to help. I wonder how much of the side quests would actually affect the main story. I don't think it probably will, because when you design the game, I don't think you probably wouldn't design the game where you need to do the side quests, just because people may choose not to do them. And then if you make it too hard to do the main story quest, if you don't do the side quest, it's probably not going to be a great design. So this is to be my end. Yes, it is. Should have thought it through, huh? Yeah, another thing I was thinking about is, like, for these people, right? And it's not just them. There's more people like that, and it's hard to see now too. Are the drama or whatever it is that they do genuine, or are you just doing it because you know it will get you views, get you eyeballs, you'll make you more money? What is it? And how has it come to this? Legless. Literally or figuratively legless? Impossible. How did you best the Empire's finest, and with bandits and poachers at your side? They are your sworn enemies. Why did I fight with you and not against you? You don't understand, dude. We have a greater enemy together, right? But I know the answer only too well. Bascaroon. This is his doing. His words are wont to inspire men to act better than I. Gods, what have I become? What have I done? I'm sorry. No more will I pursue this folly. No more lies. No more bribes. I will go to the Order of the Twin Adder and confess my crimes. So is he actually a good guy? There is something I would like to tell Bascaroon. Tell him Laurentius, the fool, says, thank you. I feel as though a veil has been lifted from before my eyes. Wait, you're just gonna let him go? On his own? Really? It's like a judge sending someone to jail and just let him go to jail by themselves. Oh, look at this thing. Holy crap, dude. Alright. Let's go. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's why, like, I don't watch too many of these modern YouTubers or modern streamers, or they're... I don't know them personally, but it just gives me a lot of the feeling of them overacting certain things. You know, I'm sure everybody puts on a persona when they're online, when they're doing their streams, right? It's almost like us going to work. And you're gonna try to be your best self when you go to work. You're not gonna be the drunk's party self, right? So, you know, that's normal. But at least there's some authenticity and some genuinity to it, right? Laurentius confessed his crimes. I just had word from Twin Adder. Seems he marched straight to the nest and gave himself up. Oh, he did it. Okay. The lad's quite a life, you know. The lad's had quite a life, you know. His mother was killed by a brigand when he was only small. As a young man, he joined the whalers, hoping to spare his fellow Gardanians, the misery he'd known growing up. Trouble is, protecting Gardania's too big a job for one man, and he came to believe I couldn't make a difference, and it was hopeless. There are few things more dangerous than desperation, and a man lost in the dark is easily drawn to the glimmer of coin. I reckon he thought if he couldn't change a lot of his fellow man, he might as well change his own. Thing is, he was making a difference, just not on his own. Somehow he failed to grasp one simple truth, that those things we cannot do alone, we must do together. Eh? He asked you to thank me, did he? Then there's good in him yet. I just hope them at the Adder's Nest are able to see it. What he's done ain't easy to forgive, but I like to think he'd be afforded a chance to make amends. You know what? This is a great time to pull him back again. What do they call it? There's a word for it, but when somebody's about to die and you extend them a hand to help, it's when you build loyalty. When you pick up someone from the bottom and they have nowhere else to go, and if you are able to manage to extend a hand, especially an organization, if you can save somebody from the bottom, even though they've done some grave things, like in this case, if they're able to provide him with hope, provide him with a new sense of purpose, I think he'll be the loyalest person they can possibly find. What do they call it? There was like a stages to it. It's like something about saving from death, or reborn, or rebirth, or something like that. That's how you get loyalty. But let us leave fate to the 12. I have other news for you, Verona. The Sylph's Elder has been found. Hell yeah. That's nice. What's the deal with him? What's he up to? Or her, I don't know. Reliable information. Let's see, what's up? What's up? Oh, hey. It takes us a fair old while, but we finally got our hands on reliable information concerning the whereabouts of our missing green friend. Probably, what is it? His name is Ferrixio, and he is the eldest among the Sylphs of Little Solace. Long has he represented his kind in dialogue with the Gardanians. I don't know. Yeah, it's okay. I can't do her voice. Yes, he's like a bridge between us and them. A small, leafy green bridge that we can't find at the moment. The bridge is no use if we don't know where they are. That's why it's so important that we find it. We know it's important. That's literally like just repeating the same thing. There's an abandoned dungeon called Thousand Miles of Totorak here in the South Shroud. 'Twas by chance that to place the Ferrixio has been seen. And not long ago either. If you hurry, I reckon you find him. Walking ones, please help this one. This one needs help. Needs help to help the other one. Poor Ferrixio. Poor Ferrixio. Oh my goodness, perfect. Whoa. Hold your chocobos. Take a deep breath and tell us what's wrong. Nice and slow. The other one went into Totorak, but has not returned. This one is worried, so very worried. And you're right to be. That place fair crowds with nasties waiting to make... Dude, didn't you just say you found him in there? And it's like now you're kind of like, yeah, could be. Yeah, it's bad. What in the seven house was he thinking entering the district? Dude, why were you talking about it before? The other one has no choice. Imperious ones is chasing other ones. Please, walking ones must help other ones. Help other ones now. The fate conspired against us. Forgive my pragmatism, but Ferrixio is our best hope for reaching an accord with the Sophes. Here, were we to lose him, all our effort thus far will have been for naught. I will tend to her wounds, Ida. Make haste to the adder's nest and request assistance. Understood. Marina, go to the 1,000 miles of Totorak and see that Ferrixio comes to no harm. Peace between man and self rests upon your success. Aight, let's do it. That's great. I love it. Alright. Then we saw go. Vigo. Where is it? Where is it? I swear, sometimes this map is really hard to read. Okay, so it's not too far. That's nice. It's nice when things are not too far. So yeah, I was thinking, with all the drama, all of that stuff, I was like, you know what? I also heard somewhere, I can't remember where I heard it, but someone was saying not everyone's cut out to be famous and or rich. I was thinking that's about right, because I feel like if Amaranth or a lot of people who generated a lot of drama didn't get to be famous or didn't get to be so rich, maybe they wouldn't have so much drama, because they seemed really unhappy. Power of the Elder Seaseer, the dungeon known as 1,000 Miles of Totorak, has been placed under control of what? The Self-Elders inside? And you're sure of this? How in 7 hells did he manage to sneak by? God struck me down for a pure-blind fool. You must find the Self-Elder before he falls prey to the fiends within. Entrance to Totorak is ordinarily restricted, but these are exceptional circumstances. Pray assemble a rescue party and enter as soon as you're ready. 1,000 miles. Hell yeah, let's do it. Okay. Enter with NPCs or other players. Should we do it with other players? Yeah, let's do it with other players. Why not? Are there people doing it? What's 0? Okay, so what do we do? 1 of 4 players. Okay, does it matter? I think maybe we'll just do it ourselves, you know, with the NPCs. And just call it done, because it'll be easy. Let's do it. Commence. So yeah, just looking at how... Again, I don't know if it's an act, or is it actually that they're so miserable. But if it were real, right? But it's just so strange that people, anybody really would want to share that moment with thousands, tens of thousands, of millions of people on the internet, because they know, right? Amaranth and her husband, they have to know that people will watch their videos just because how famous they are, and it just felt like they're acting for us and just doing all of that stuff on purpose, right? Which is probably true, but I like to think that they want to have a less drama life. What is this? Water stain note. Totoroki expedition, dungeon fauna encountered upon entering cave, calling as permission parameters. Expect to encounter more as we delve deeper. Thank you for Captain Obvious. Did we not bleed it? Yeah, but anyway, I don't know, right, what they're thinking. The only thing that we can know is from what we see, and also the things that she said herself, and she said she didn't want this, didn't want that, blah, blah, blah. It's okay. I didn't watch the whole video, right? It's like such a long stream. I just watched some drama videos about them and the clips that they had. I didn't know the context of the clips, so I was watching the drama video explaining what's going on with all of that stuff. I was like, yeah, cool. You know, you don't want anybody to come to any harm, and you don't want anybody to be forced to do something at gunpoint that they don't want to do, and that's generally not a good idea, no matter who it is that happens to. But the stream happened subsequently. You could have controlled that. You did not need to stream that. You could have sorted it all out within yourselves off stream. You could have dealt with all of that stuff without ever having to show anybody that stuff. That's up to you, right? That is up to you. You had control over that. And it just felt like all of that dirty laundry. It's not a good look. Granted, it is entertaining, and there's a lot of schadenfreude where we, the normal folks, will worry about day-to-day life, laugh at these multi-millionaires and how their problems, even though they have millions and millions and millions of dollars, still have the same crap that we have to deal with, but at a much larger scale because you have so many more dollars involved, right? And it's like when he's when I was looking at the watch that her husband has, I think he has like a Richard Mille, and that watch is like what, like $250,000 watch. And he was complaining about how little money they make now. It's like, back before we were making $2 million a month, and now we're only making like $1 million with everything together. It's like, bitch, do you know what the fuck you sound like? How does one become so disconnected from reality where we're only making $1 million a month from like the kick streams and the OnlyFans? We used to make $2 million just from the OnlyFans alone. Like, bitch, what do you want? Like, what more could you wish for? Holy fuck! Like, can you imagine? Like, normal people couldn't even dream of making that much money a month. No, you know what? Let alone a year, right? Oh, sorry. We wouldn't even dream about making that much money a year, let alone only in a month. It's 10 years even. And he's like, bitch is not fucking listening to me. And we used to have it so good. Now it's like terrible. We just don't want to do this, don't want to do that, blah, blah, blah. Alright, bitch, how privileged do you want to sound? You know? Tell me you're out of touch without telling me you're out of touch. And he was, the whole time, he's wearing that stupid watch, and I'm wearing that, I think it's like a monogram silk robe, or what do you call it, like a lounge wear? Wearing his $250,000 or $500,000 watch. Like, what? I enjoy the clown factor of it, and that is why I watch. But how do people watch this in earnest? I can't imagine, you know? But hey, you know, to each their own. If that's your jam, you know? I'm not gonna yuck your yum. I'm not above having a little bit of drama. You know, a little bit of drama is always nice. Yeah, you watch other people drama. You don't want to have drama yourself. Right? It's just you keep drama to the side. It's like, hey, yeah, you guys have drama while, you know, I try to be a decent human being. And also, I guess it's a good lesson. Look at how they act. Don't act like that. And there you go. Problem solved. What was it, Charlie Munger? And he was saying he's the right-hand man for Warren Buffett. He said his entire life is built on avoiding doing the wrong thing. And I feel like those streamers watching those drama, watching that streamer drama, bullshit about like all the money and problems and things like that. It's a way for us to be able to avoid doing the wrong things. And it's like, okay, whatever you do, don't do that, and you will be a better person, right? And all that crap with Johnny Somali. Man, I hope he gets fucked hard in the prison, because he's a piece of shit. Like, that guy is a legit piece of shit. Sizable Finns succeeding in exterminating, but casualties mounting. Must consider turning back if situation worsens. Whoa, 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 what the fuck was that? Shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, shit. What the hell, dude? But yeah, anyway, I just feel like... I kind of feel bad in one way, where you don't want to see people suffer. And that's normal for anybody. But on the other hand, you kind of brought it on yourself. Nobody asked you to do this. Why make all of the personal drama? Why take all of that stuff out? Why make it a public thing? And granted, like, you know, I'm always saying like, oh, you know, I'm not interested and all that. It's like, yes, I'm not interested, but it's always fun to look at drama, right? It's kind of like if you drove by, if you're driving by, does that look like Darth Vader? If you're driving by an accident, car accident, or whatever, it's hard not to look. You're curious. You're like, oh, what happened? Oh, let me see. Oh, how bad was it? Oh. Well, that's what people rubberneck all the time. And that's how I feel about this situation. I'm just watching a train wreck, and I couldn't look away. Oh man, this is not that interesting at all. But yet I cannot look away. And I'm probably part of the problem too now, that because I'm watched all of this video and they see the engagement and they're like, oh yeah, this is great, let's keep doing this. But I kind of want to justify this myself. It's like, I only watch one of these videos. I don't even watch their video. And I feel like I can justify to myself, hey, I'm not supporting that problem. And granted, I am part of the consumer for this sort of drama. Or perhaps I am part of the problem, I don't know, but I just feel like, should I be watching this? Should this even be live on air to all of these tens of thousands of people watching? Is this what entertainment has come to? Just people breaking down, pushed to the edge of their sanity? Is that what we have come to? I'm sure there's more level-headed streamers and YouTubers, you know, people like Quill18. He's a Canadian streamer, and he streams strategy games. And obviously the crews like Jace Cox and Dodger and all that, they seem quote-unquote normal. I don't know them personally, but from their videos, the persona that you see online, they're fairly normal, down to earth. And they're not insane. Maybe they're just not rich enough to be insane yet. Maybe insanity comes to those who are just rich enough. So do you need to be insane first to be rich? Or does richness bring the insanity? It's gotta be like a little bit of both. You have to be crazy enough to really think, I can make it in this industry. That's not a guarantee there, right? And you're crazy enough to work hard enough to pretty much gamble on this one thing. Gamble on this one thing working out. And most likely it won't. And obviously we don't know anything about those who have failed. But it's interesting to see, what is it? Is it the chicken or egg? Which one is the chicken? Which one's the egg? Right? Which one came first? I always thought you gotta be a little bit of crazy to be successful in something. You have to at least have the insanity to really put in the work. The amount of looking at how much work it takes to really be famous. It's a mountain of work, and it cannot be easy. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying what they're doing here is not healthy for them. And it's like, is it a bigger problem than it initially would have been? You know, like say for example, they have some marital problems. And who doesn't really? You always get a little bit of a bump here and there, and that's normal. And their marital problems was just based on them being a couple millionaires. And they're still millionaires having a gas station. A gas station is expensive. I have a friend who owns a gas station. His family owns a gas station. I think it's like $10–15 million for a gas station or something like that. It's it. And if that's the money that they have, I also live in Canada. In the States, it's maybe like $200. So, but if that's the money they have, just regular rich people, no internet drama, no OnlyFans, none of that shit. Would it have worked out better for them? Would it have not caused so much marital drama? Would it have not caused so many problems with people doxing them, or swatting them, or coming to their house at gunpoint, robbing them? And I think they also drove crazy cars like Rolls Royces and McLarens and stuff, right? And that's typical streamer shit. But I just felt like when you open yourself up to these sort of things, you kind of invite these things in. Yeah? It's a little bit like feng shui kind of thing. You open yourself up to inviting these bad things to happen to you. And bad things will happen to you because you've invited them in yourself. Like a bit like karma too. So, you know, in Chinese there's a thing called feng shui 轮流转, meaning the fortune goes around, right? And I'm sure there's a saying in English as well, right? And maybe that's their fortune to come around once they've made a lot of money. Hey, you gotta pay that debt somehow, and you pay by suffering mentally, suffering psychologically, and suffering personally, and not having a good relationship. Again, maybe this is all drama. Maybe this is all drama. It's all for show. But that's the only thing I can see anyway. And that's the only thing I can go by. But regardless if it's real or not, wait, did I level up? That's crazy, dude. But either way, I think just looking at what they're doing feels like, okay, maybe these are not the things I want to do. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I want to be something else. Maybe my life isn't so bad. I don't know. I just felt like there was a bunch of videos on teenagers nowadays wanting to be streamers, wanting to be TikTokers, wants to be famous and rich and all that good stuff. Everybody wants to at some point. But sometimes you gotta realize, maybe that's not for me. Maybe just being a normal person is not too bad. Maybe being normal isn't so normal. You know? Having common sense isn't so common. Maybe just being somebody who is not crazy, not insane, not living on the streets, just normal. Having a normal, average, what you call it, middle of the road life isn't so bad. And it seems to be rare these days, where people want to be normal, want to be, hey, I just want to be average. You know what they say about stock market returns? Right? You want to be the average. You don't need to be the average. You just need to be the average. And you make a lot of money and you'll be okay. Maybe that's what it means. Maybe being a person is the same way. You don't need to beat the average. You don't need to be way above the average. You just need to be the average and have a decent life. And what was the thing that people asked? Hey, you know, how much money do you need to be happy? Especially nowadays, people say, oh, I need $20 million. I need $50 million. I need $100 million. Do you even know what those numbers mean? Do you have a concept what $100 million can do? Like, what does it even look like? Party be... Oh, they've turned back. Okay. So we got two more. And also, if you watch those videos where people ask, oh, like, especially girls, right? It's like, oh, how much money does your partner need to make? And she's like, $1 million. Like, bitch, are you crazy? $1 million? Do you know how many people make $1 million a year? I think the statistics is like 0.5% of people make $1 million a year. You think you're gonna find someone, you're only dating somebody in the 0.5%? That's an exceedingly small gene pool there. Exceedingly small dating pool there, right? I mean, if they're just interviewing somebody who's like at the top Harvard Business School or something like that, I don't know, something insane school, then perhaps it's not too far-fetched. But if you're just asking random people on the streets, like, hey, how much money does your boyfriend need to make for you to keep him around? $500,000. Hey, bitch. How many people make $500,000 a year? You're crazy. People just have no idea. Because if they watch somebody like Amaranth, for example, so, oh yeah, just go on OnlyFans, you lick some microphones, and boom, $50 million. That's how easy it is. No, it's not. Even on OnlyFans, not all the girls are making Amaranth money. How many girls are on OnlyFans? It was like a million. Or at least hundreds of thousands of them. How many people are making Amaranth money? Just Amaranth herself. And I'm not saying this is a good, valid career path, but I'm saying any career has their top earners. And then there's the average, even actors. And that stuff is a little bit closer to home. Most actors are just scraping by. You know, they're making on average $50,000, $70,000 a year. Just getting it's like a decent job, right? But the top actors, the Matthew McConaughey's, the Brad Pitts, the what is that new guy for Batman? What's his name? Not Pat Robertson, the other one. You know, they're the ones making the top dollars. They're the ones making hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. But there's so few of them. You might as well just not have them be that. You might as well just say, oh, nobody in Hollywood is making that kind of money. Of course they are, right? But there's very few of them, relatively to the entire industry. And you're thinking, hey, I'm gonna be that one guy that makes a ton of money. It's like, yeah, good luck. I wish you the best luck, but you gotta be prepared not to be there. A lot of the actors or writers, they even need second jobs to support themselves, right? And there's just really people see these drama for these, at least for me, see the drama for Amaranth, which multiple hundred millionaires, if not tens of millionaires, if not 100 millionaires, complaining about their problems. We're only making $2 million a month. We're only making $1.5 million a month instead of $2 million. Oh, it's so bad. Everything's going to hell. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. Wearing your $500,000 watch, right? Just get some grip, dude. Oh, the masked guy. Darkness. Pretty bright here. No darkness here. Yeah. The girl or guy? The mighty slayer of Ifrit. Now come to me. What? With a countenance that bespeaks understanding, an intriguing power to echo. I must needs choose my words with care. Okay.
Mayhap I might if I deign to speak in my guest crude tongue. We meet at last.
Indeed, we meet at last. Who are you? Maybe that's not the question. What do you want? Why are you here? Why me?
I am Lahabrea of the Asians, servant to the one true God.
Heard about the Asians in the Jess Cox video.
Yours is a most fantastical tale, truly absorbing.
Yeah?
It is a tale to tell Eorzea's children before bedtime, and it will soon be dark bringer of light.
Is it now?
The dark minions.
All that stands between this world and darkness is an irksome anomaly in the ether. The Echo. Yes, yours is a most fascinating tale. Alas, like all good tales, it must needs come to an end. But fear not.
Oh, this doesn't sound good. What do you... What the fuck?
Feel the presence of evil.
Evil.
For the end of your tale is but the beginning of another. The tale of the crystal's demise.
What the fuck? What is going on? What does he want? Oh shit. And why does he have that thing in front of his face? Alright, well, let's do it. Ah! Oh, okay, those are bad things. Obviously. Can we do more debuff on them? I wonder. Anyway. Can't remember what I was talking about. Oh shit. Ads. Ads. Come on. Alright. What does that mean? And the game crashed, and then I just jumped back into it. Thankfully, I didn't have to do this again. And thank you, Final Fantasy 14, for not making me do this again because I had a crash. Is there a fresh pot? Where is it? Can we target those guys? What is that? Saying, and yeah, not everybody's cut out to be rich and famous. It's a lot of work. It's not like, oh yeah, it'll be great if I'm just famous and rich, but you don't realize all of the problems that come with all of that. There's nothing wrong with being normal, and it seems like these days that every time you go on TikTok or even YouTube, it's like, oh, if you're just average, are you even living? What's the point of life if you're just living an average life? Like, bitch, what do you want? If everybody has a private jet, then your private jet life will just be average because everybody has a freaking private jet. So, what about it? Huh? Like, shouldn't you, in fact, want to keep people not average? Right? But also, they're just selling a life. And it's like, oh, look at our life, how great our life is. But then with the Amaranth drama that comes out, it's like, you realize, wait a minute. Even the extremely wealthy, the extremely successful streamers and all that, OnlyFans girls, they all have their problems. And they have big problems too, not just little ones. Alright. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Yes. Hell yeah. Nice. That was fun. It was a long one, too. So who was that guy, the Asians? Oh, is that gonna explode? No, what's in it? Oh, that's the little guy. What's his name? The elder. Fresh air. Sinister one is gone. Let someone can leave this awful place. This is just a whole trap to lure me here, but why? The walking one vanquished the many-legged one. This one is grateful to walking one. This one is called Phyrexio. Oh wait, let me see if I can do my old man voice. Eldest of these ones of little solace. Oh, I see an echo now. Is that what it's about? Oh shit, the Guardians. Of course. Alpha Squad reporting, sir. Nothing of note at Lark's call, sir. Understood. Return to Area 12. Damn it. Where is that accursed icon hiding? No sign of what our wizened friend? I'm afraid not, my lord. Shall I order the search parameters to be expanded? Absolutely not. We risk alerting the Gradanians about our presence. His Excellency bid us avoid unnecessary confrontation. Loath though I am to admit it, I have found no evidence to suggest that Rameau will be gracing the mortal realm in the near future. I ask you, what good is God who does not grant one's wishes? Whereas self, I should strongly consider finding myself another idol. Maybe Korean ones too. Which reminds me, what of the self we captured? A handful of them seemed to be in reasonably good health when I last looked. Apologies, my lord. I fear we may have been overzealous in our effort to compel them to summon their icon. Really, Centurion? We're not aware that the vegetable brews easily? It is well that I did not entrust you with the important task of making my dinner. Well, perhaps it was kindness. Better dead in truth than dead in one's own God. Than dead to one's own God. I suppose, if you believe in such things. Dawn is upon us. Make ready to withdraw. Useless. We're so close to completion and can fair taste it. But at this rate, no, I must be patient. Our efforts will bear fruit in due time. What was it you always said? Yes. Though it mean bring down the very heavens, who shall challenge the limits of possibility if not we? In that alone you were right, Garland. But your star has long fallen, while mine doth begin to rise. And it shall burn so bright, that Lord Van Belsar's ultimate weapon will seem a mere candle beside it. Delusional much? Those walking ones did for Noxia. This one is certain of it. This one fears that the other ones taken also suffer the same fate. This one is convinced walking ones have black hearts, seek only to harm these one. Walking ones are not to be trusted. Well, you can't generalize, right? No, Neuroxia, do not pass judgment too hastily. Not all walking ones are alike. See what I'm saying? Though there are evil ones among the walking ones, there are also good ones. That's true. That's true. You can't generalize. You don't want to generalize. Does not end well. Does walking one feel unwell? No, I'm just reading your mind. This one would know. What brings walking one to this place? Yeah. Came to this one's rescue and Norexia's bidding, then this one owes walking one a debt of gratitude. Walking one has questions about Lord Rama? Then this one will provide answers. In a cutscene, I hope. But first, let these one quit this lightless place. This one will return to little solace. The walking one is ready. Please come to see this one. This one may speak properly then. Yeah, a better place to talk than a spider's den, honestly. I don't like the little glasses. Then it is settled. Let this one accompany walking one outside. That's so great. Yay! Alright, we've talked on long enough. We've done the duty. So next time we'll go talk to the sylphs and see what's going on. And yeah, in the meantime, take care of yourself. Take care of anybody you can. Oh, I know where that came from. That came from the Freakonomic podcast. What's his face always says it. What's his name again? I can't remember. He always says it. I'm gonna steal that because it's a good one line. Anyway, yeah, what do you feel about the drama and all that good stuff? Do you partake in the drama? Do you help generate the drama? Do you just enjoy Schadenfreude? Or do you think it's all stupid? Let me know in the comments. See you guys next time. Bye.